that time again, Buffett. It's time for these two beautiful faces and our awesome show to adorn your screen. And the name of the show is Teen Gospel Live.
Yeah, guys, two awesome teens bring you nothing but the biggest and the best knowledge to ever hit your screens. And today we are talking about corporal punishment.
That's right, Lindo. Now, today's question of the day is it okay to use corporal punishment on teens? Personally, I don't think it's okay, but in this house is our resident psychologist, Gabriela Koopman, to answer all our questions.
So if you guys want to be part of the conversation, don't forget to use the hashtag TGL on SID. Right now, it's time for us to start the show with a musical performance from Tero. We hope you guys enjoy.
Ubusabuzobukana no Kristu umsindisi Ngizakuthabu kumbona uJesu ongumfeli Ubusabuzobukana Pesheya gomkati Ubusobuzobuka Hana Nochese gupeleni Ubusobuzobukana naye umhlengi wami ngobukana njalo mina naye umsindisi wami ubusobuzobuka nanga pesheya gomkhathi Ubusobuzobuka Hana Nochese gupeleni Nochese
Thank you so much to Utero. Now, Lindo, today we are talking about corporal punishment.
So the question for today is corporal punishment the best form of discipline to use on teenagers? Today, we have our in-house psychologist because she's always with us, giving us the best advice. Welcome to Teen Gospel Live.
Thank you for having me again.
So, first question, what is corporal punishment?
Corporal punishment is any form of physical act that creates pain as a form of discipline or punishment. So it's like spanking, pinching. Some people use other means.
Okay, so you said it's any physical form that creates pain, right?
Yeah.
So
pain.
if for example, for instance, I'm walking over and I happen to step on Lindo's toes just by accident. It's not like I purposely went there. Is that also corporal punishment or is it intentional?
It's intentional. So it's normally once a child has misbehaved. So most of the time parents want to use corporal punishment as a way to direct the child away from that behavior.
Yeah.
So for example, if let's say the iron is on and the child puts their hand on the iron, then some might, I'm going to spank you so that you don't do that again.
Yeah.
That's normally how it has been used.
Okay.
Can you quickly give us a few examples of corporal punishment?
Okay, so there's the spanking, there's sometimes pinching. Some use wooden spoons.
Shamboks.
Shamboks. Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Slippers.
There's slippers. That's normally the quick one because it's right there.
Yeah.
Yes, there's also the belt. there's many different
Types of it.
different types, but there are some that are quite intense that is actually seen as abuse and not as corporal punishment. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know, is corporal punishment legal or is it illegal?
In South Africa in 2019, they made it law that it's illegal, but there are still certain countries where it's not illegal. So it does depend on the country, but it's definitely something that I think should not be used,
legal.
to discipline children.
So what punishment can parents use on teens while trying to shy away from the physical part of things?
So I think the first thing is to develop the communication between the child and the parents, so that if there is any issues, they have a way to communicate. So there's like the restorative justice. So it's almost like in a courtroom where you have the offender and the victim. So let's sit and talk about what happened, and let's understand why it was wrong, and let's come to an understanding of what will happen. But also it's good to praise the child so that they want to be praised, so that they do good things, but also lead by example. If you don't want them to swear, if you don't want them to do things, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it yourself.
So
yeah.
I want to know, Nat, you said that some parents can use communication, but you know, in the heat of the moment,
Yeah.
there's no time, like, because most parents are used to just
Reacting.
so there's no time for them to actually like communicate and think about it when they hurt you, like when now your parents, because it's something you're used to, but they've actually caused you physical pain. What can you as a teen do? Like, do you report it to the police now that you know it's, oh, okay, this is actually illegal? Do you go now and get your mom or your dad arrested, or how do you handle it?
So I think the first thing is to first ask yourself, okay, if I do report it, I'm aware of what will happen to my parent. Then to maybe talk to another adult about it, maybe a teacher or a family member. But I would suggest once your parent has calmed down, if you are able to communicate with them, state that you do feel a certain way about it. You feel like it wasn't the best way to deal with it, and you feel physical pain and it has hurt you. Communicate it with them, and then if there's no way to get past it, then make it clear, okay, if this happens again, I will report it. But I think it's important to have another adult or another person around that you can go to for support if it's a big issue.
And what would you, because I mean, it's not just us kids suffering. I carry there's the doer, and I'm the victim of corporal punishment.
Victim.
Yes.
So how can we advise parents regarding corporal punishment?
So I think the big thing is most parents, they went through corporal punishment when they were growing up, and sometimes they experienced it in like a really more like intense way than what we might have experienced.
Yeah.
So I think it's also just they need to understand that even though they went through it, that's not necessarily the best way to handle the situation or how to discipline. So to maybe encourage them to find new ways of disciplining, because understanding the way children's minds work, there's a different way you can discipline them, because they learn by example, and they learn through rewards, and they learn through conditioning. So conditioning is through the rewards. So if you show them that your good behavior, you get sweets or you get more playtime, you get to see your friends, then they know, okay, if I do this, I get to do that.
Yeah.
So that kind of lessens the behavior. But now as teens, it's just natural for them to rebel. So now as a parent, be aware of that. And now ask yourself, how am I going to handle it? How can we communicate and be open with each other? But also don't attack the child because they now did what you guys spoke about and they said they wouldn't, and then they did it. Don't go after them for it. Just say, okay, let's talk about your experience. Okay, now are we going to do that again? No. Yes. Okay, but now why? Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have that
make them understand.
Yes, and you need to come to a compromise sometimes. But they need to understand you're also the parent, so that your guidance is important as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for all the knowledge and the wisdom that you've shared. I hope you guys have learned a lot. Make sure you let us know what you think about today's topic, which is corporal punishment, on our social media platforms using the hashtag TGL on SID. Right now, though, it's time for us to take a break. When we return, there'll be more Teen Gospel Live. Stay tuned.
All of these and more on SID Media TV.
Welcome back, Bafethu. Thank you for always staying tuned in to Teen Gospel Live. Now today we are talking about corporal punishment, and today's question of the day is, should corporal punishment be used on teens? Right now it's time for us to check out what talents TGL has in store. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Valentle. My surname is Sopuza. I was born in Gauteng, and then I was raised for the first 4 years of my life in Eastern Cape, and then I moved back to Gauteng. I wasn't planning on being a dancer. It just kind of happened. I joined a choir, and then our teacher was not present that day, so we went to a dance class so that there'll be an adult responsible for us. I was like in grade 4 or something, and then I saw the dancers and I was like, ooh, this is nice, I'd like to do that. And then I quit choir for dance, and now I'm a dancer. I am the first artist in my entire family. Like everyone else in my family is gifted in science, engineering, physics, and all of that, and I'm kind of like the odd one out because I'm the only one interested in arts. It was in grade 4. I'm not sure how old I was, but it was in grade 4, and I looked at the dance teacher as she taught other students, and I was like, wow, that's so beautiful, the way that she was moving her body, and I thought, why can't I do that? And from that day, I just thought, yeah, I'm gonna do this. This is happening now. Yeah, it's my life now. I rehearse 5 times a week, sometimes 6. Every chance I get to get into the studio, I use that chance. I honestly prefer being in the studio than being in class. I'm more of a practical than a theoretical learner. So like dancing, it's weird even when in public with maybe my sister, maybe we're at the mall, when we're in line, I'll just start moving unnecessarily. It's just something that's in me. Oh yes, there are so many issues going on out there, and dance has helped me in such a way that the time that I spend in the studio, it's a distraction from all the negative things that are happening in our community, because when I exit the studio, you can see the real world. Teenagers are drug addicts, teenagers are pregnant, and I'm just thinking, if I wasn't in the studio, then maybe I would be that girl who was pregnant at that time. And that's just the sweet reality of being a dancer, is just avoiding everything else and, you know, being in your own world. Oh, the challenge is being told that you're not good enough, being compared to other people. When I first started dancing, I was very stiff, so I was compared to people who were way more experienced than me, and they looked at them the same way they looked at me, which was not fair because I was only just a beginner, and that was very hard. But I got through it because my confidence level is like very high, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna listen to you, I'm gonna do this. And over the years I've developed, and I'm proud to say that today I'm a very good dancer. I would advise them by saying there are a lot of haters out there. Like, there are a lot of people who are going to criticize you. It's important to take note, but don't take it to heart. Because if someone says you're not good enough, you know your limits, you know what you're worth. So if you think that you can do it, then you can do it. I'm not gonna say never, but as we say in our African language, it's bulali, so just keep going.
Oh, guys, that was beautiful. I'm in awe. I'm speechless. You guys are quite talented. Make sure you keep sending us your talents. Remember, it's TGL's Got Talent is all about music, arts, dance, drama, and of course, poetry. We could not leave poetry behind. TGL is for our 13 to 18-year-olds. So make sure you guys keep sending in those videos. Right now, though, it's time for us to check out what you guys are saying on our socials about today's topic, which is corporal punishment. Let's go.
It's the time of the show where we get to interact with you guys on our social platforms, asking the question, is corporal punishment a good form of discipline to be used on teenagers? And this is what you guys had to say. Cyril said, no, it's not because there's always a better option, which is communication. Unoktula says, no, teens should be punished as teens. And finally, Lebu said, not in this time we are in. The manner of approach would be counseling, because if they would counsel the learners, it will combat all their main issues. We really love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to send through your comments using the hashtag TGL on SID. Right now, it's time for us to take a break. We'll be right back. Coming up on the next episode of Teen Gospel Live,
we asked the question, do teens participate in small-scale corruption?
And then if it happens that maybe the person is a minor, then, arrest is the last resort.
we also get music from Ushane Bebe. Give thanks to the Holy One.
And we play Guess Who's on the Screen.
Catch Teen Gospel Live on
Hope Channel or SID Media Digital on YouTube.
Don't miss it.
Welcome back, Bafetu. If you have just joined us today, we are talking about corporal punishment. Right now, though, it's time for us to get into our game.
So the game is pretty simple. It's called Guess the Lyrics. I'm gonna sing a few lyrics for her. She has to fill in the missing word, and she's gonna do vice versa. Right now, it's time for us to start the game. Remember, guys, we only have 30 seconds each, so we need to be very, very, very quick. Owami, let's go.
Let's
go.
So okay.
Do you want to start or
I'm
should
gonna
I start?
start.
Okay, can I
You
get
have
30
30
seconds, please? Oh, are you starting?
I'll sing for you.
Okay,
well,
cool.
I won't sing.
30
but okay.
seconds.
Sitting at the feet of
Jesus.
yes. Have been to Jesus for the. Okay, I'm gonna pass. Anyway.
Anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna pass this one. Oh, to Jesus.
I surrender.
Oh, yes. Oh, wonderful
Savior is Jesus, my Lord.
That's right. All the way, my.
Savior leads me.
Yeah. Okay. Which one do you do? Have been to Jesus for the.
Like it doesn't continue.
Okay. Time. You got 1, 2, 3. You got 4 out of the 6.
Oh. Okay. Can I get 30 seconds, please? Oh, land.
Eula land.
Yes. This is my this is my
This is my story. Please hurry.
Continue.
This is my story. This is my song.
Yes.
Okay.
Chief of though I
Sinners.
be, come thou fount of every
Pass.
just
You know sabotage, bro. You sabotaging me.
okay when
You sabotaging
does
me.
okay when my way was dark.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So how many did I get?
She got 4 as well. So it's even Stevens.
So we both.
It's even
spinning.
Stevens. It's
I'll
even
start.
Stevens.
Hopefully it lands on tomato juice.
Bro.
I hope,
need
because I'm
cream.
allergic to peanut butter, so I hope it lands on tomato
I
juice.
need cream, dog.
Peanut butter, yeah, Lindo, you should get the peanut butter.
Yeah, I wouldn't
But I
mind it.
definitely think I would have won. You sabotaged me.
Nah, it's
bruh.
okay, dog.
Sabotage.
Like
it
you
looks
got
like
4.
it's going on cream. Hold on.
And either way,
Is it cream?
marshmallows, biscuits,
It's peat.
pea.
Okay, it's lemon.
Wait, it's still moving. It never
It's still
stopped.
moving.
It's still moving.
It's still moving. It's biscuits. It's biscuits. Okay, so I'll spoon for you, Linda.
No. No, thank you. Can I spin it?
I've already spooned.
No, I can.
In London and peanut butter.
No. I'll do it myself. No, thank you. You'll give me tomato juice.
Hopefully it gives you tomato juice.
But it's fine. It's juice. You're getting dry biscuits, so it's fine.
Is it juice? It's green.
Marshmallows.
Is it biscuits? It's biscuits. It's biscuits. Okay, we'll share the biscuits.
We can't both get
We're
biscuits.
gonna share the
It doesn't make
biscuits.
sense though.
Okay, so we're gonna say Team Gospel Live on 3.
Okay, but you have to have 2 biscuits at
Okay.
least.
Okay, I have 2. Linda has 2. 3, 2, 1.
Right now, it's time for us to head over to the live chat. I'm not having this dry biscuit. We asked you guys a question, which is it okay to use corporal punishment as a form of discipline for teenagers? And this is what you guys had to say on our social platforms. Unoma Temba said, no, that doesn't build a child, but break a child. Thing is, teenagers are treated like children, but expected to act and reason like adults, which doesn't balance their equation. Uschaba said, not really. Past a certain age, teenagers need to be addressed like adults in order for a certain message to be put across. We really like hearing from you guys. Don't forget to use the hashtag TGL on SID when sending in your comments. Right now, it's time for us to head over to the music stage with Tero.
We have Tara in the building. Welcome to Sing Gospel Live, guys.
Thank you.
So the topic for today is corporal punishment, right? So is corporal punishment the right way to discipline teens?
Personally, I think it's not, because corporal punishment is not a way of communicating, especially to our generations. Because the more you hit is the more we become unruly, we don't listen. And I don't think corporal punishment is good for teens.
Okay.
Okay, that's beautiful. Now, you guys, the name of your group is called Tero. I want to know, why did you guys decide to form the group?
There was this one Sabbath where we met, and then we just started a jam session, right? And then it was going well, and we're like, guys, we can actually start a group. And since we're just sitting here and we don't know how to spread the gospel around, we can spread it through through music. You get me? So that's how Terror Vocal Group was formed.
So as a group, I would like to think that you have a distinctive sound, right? So obviously there's people who influence the sound of Itero, and who are those people and why?
The group that influences Terror Vocal Group is Noted Vocal Group. The reason why is because we look up to Noted. Noted is like our role model. And we met Noted a few years ago, which was in 2019, and we got a chance to sit with them and sing, and it was a good experience, and they influenced us, and that's where we are right now.
Okay, that's beautiful. I don't know about your guys' music. Tell us about the song that you'll be performing and why you chose that song.
So the song we'll be performing at Mighty. So we chose that song because seeing the journey that we've been through, we've met so much obstacles, and this song says mighty and great you are. We still praise the Lord for us being here. Like, who would have thought that we'll be here some other time? So we just said we're going to be performing that song, Mighty and Great You Are. So it's basically praising the Lord.
Okay. So because we are on Teen Gospel Live, right? It's about peers, teens, balingana nathi, So how can we use gospel music to reach out to our peers?
So what we could do as teens is like we could try to mix a bit of the other genres into gospel so that we can try to accommodate the teenagers and perform songs that are
It's easier for them to listen, because if you're going to be listening to just music that they can't listen to it, yes, Christus Slaveleleng. It's not a problem with Christus Slaveleleng, but you have to accommodate them now. Buguti, okay, oh, this is nice. You for example,
vibey.
yes, for example, in No Limit. No Limit has different things. So they just saying, and you are accommodated. You feel accommodated now in Ogwako.
Yeah.
So yes. So we can use that.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That is Itero. And that is how we end off today's episode. We learned Uguti corporal punishment is illegal, and it is better to communicate with your parents, and it is better for parents to communicate with their children as a mean of discipline.
We'd like to say thank you for our guests coming through, making the show so litty. Right now, it's time for us to love and leave you with a performance from Tero. Goodbye.
Mighty and great you are, awesome and powerful. Teach us your will, dear Lord. Show us your ways. Grant to us now, dear Lord, the peace that endureth. Help us to seek your face. Your love will embrace. Transform us by your blood. Renew us by your grace. Mold us by your love. Fill us with your spirit. When all is said and done, may the praise go to mold us, fill us, transform us, renew us by your grace, your grace.